Okay guys, hi. This is going to be basic kiln guide for relatively quick kilns, roughly 45 minutes. Okay, this is your inventory. You want to pause this and invent to get yourself familiarised with it. And I forgot to put up an equipment screen, so here it is. Pause the video if you need to. Right, okay. Basically, once you've got this invent set up, word your enhanced Excalibur, get ready to spec, part, make sure you part, and the optical. And then, something I forgot to do in this video, get your steel titan out before you bank, otherwise you'll have to do this. Okay, go into your bank and fill up with summoning points. Now, I decided to bank the third one here because I've got a Zarek bow, which is two-handed, which just means that I don't have to do so much switching around and dropping stuff. So this is the inventory I'll be going in with. Make sure you're on rapid or lunge with a rapier. Hold down spacebar at the start of the video to spam past this. You don't want to click outside the window. Okay, on wave 1 to 3, you want to go southeast. Inspect beforehand. Also, if you stand here, then your Titan will be able to get straight on this Melia. And then you'll be able to get straight on the Ranger. Spam your spec. You should always be spamming your spec bar. And then just finish up everything. Call your Titan to you, summon Dreadnips and stuff, and then get your Titan on the Melia. Your Titan should always be on the Melia, while your Dreadnips obviously killing the other one. And then you're killing 3 things at the same time. So summon as much as or spec bar as much as you can. Keep one of the monkfish if you can bother bringing them, you don't even need them. And then go southeast for the next round. So repeat for waves 1 to 3, and you should be good. Yeah, it's pretty important to get your Dreadnips out here, because they do a lot of damage, and calling your Titan and being very proactive with your Titan helps a lot. Like, you need to use the right click attack, because your Titan is retarded a lot of the time. It doesn't actually do what you want it to do, it just walks towards you. So yeah, third and final round, southeast. Just repeat basically. This way is a little bit easier. You always want to attack the not these ones, the other ones. These ones are the Zill things or something. You want to attack that one there. You always want to be hitting this one, because this one has a lot more hit points, and your Titan can essentially one-hit the other ones. So, okay, loot the Restoration Crystal and go northeast. You need to go northeast. Also, this way I banked the third summoning pot, so I could get the Zarek bar up. Go northeast, pray mage even, and then you want to run south once your Dreadnips on the first mage, and pray range. You have to pray range because there's like 4 rangers or something, and they will fist you. Okay, your overload shouldn't have worn out by now. Finish off the rest of the meat of the ranges, pretty simple. Okay, now the next wave is around wave 5, and there's a dill here. So put your bow on and get ready to get Dreadnips and stuff on that dill. It's really annoying. I did something wrong here. I should have been standing 2 squares east like I am now, so that my Titan can still attack the thing. Yeah, this was a little bit of a bad wave, but it's just practice. You'll get used to it. Like, I was a little bit far away from the dill here as well, so my Titan couldn't kill it, but I walked back in range just in time. So finish up everything else. Pick up the magic crystal. You have to be on the ball. You've got to pick up these crystals. Again, go northeast and kill the next major that comes. Be ready to pray range as well. Then go south and kill the other one. There's 2 that spawn in waves 4 and 6, so kill both of them. Use the Restoration Crystal here rather than pots. You don't need to use your pots. Restoration Crystal after you've overloaded as well. Restoration Crystal saves you all your pots. You don't need to use all your pots. So finish off everything as normal. Keep your Titan attacking. Your Titan has to be always in combat because it does so much damage. Here you see me juggling around my stuff a bit. Okay, wave 7 goes south and pray mage, kill this mage here. And as soon as it's dead, pray range. All the other ranges in the map will have got to you by the time you kill it, so it's all good. Finish up all the rest of the ranges. There's just ranges in this map. There's one range that spawns way south west, I believe. Yeah, 2 ranges even that spawn southwest. So you want to go north and lure them around, otherwise they won't get to you and you have to run all the way west. It's just a bit of west time. Loot the range crystal, you need that. Wave 8's 1 mage and two rangers, I think, so yeah, I nearly fucked up here. So kill the mage. I'll get your Dreadnips on it and everything like I didn't do. and then get your Titan on the Ranger. You shouldn't take too much damage. You might take some, but your Overload's going to heal you relatively soon anyway, so it's all good. Now go north so that the other Ranger comes around the side of the rock, otherwise you'll have to run away to him. It's just a bit of a time lost. Right, wave 9 is all Rangers, so it's pretty easy. Just be careful not to get the fucking north one. Directly north of me here, there's one Ranger that spawns, as I said, directly north, and he gets lured straight into that rock if you don't lure him round to the side of it. You see him on the minimap if you look north now, he'll come round out of the rock. Oh no, okay, well yeah, make sure that there is, because there is one stuck there. I'm not sure if I got it in this. Pretty sure I fucked up actually. Yeah, I did. But there he is, you can see him on the minimap. And I'm just sat here like a knobhead. Yeah, then I realised, like, oh fuck. It's just, that wasted like a good 30 seconds, so just be aware. Don't bother with the string crystal. Right, here's something that I like to do is get ready for the Jad. Get the Dreadnought on the Jad and use an invulnerability crystal. And then get your Titan onto the Ranger. That way you can always stay on the Jad while your Titan kills that Ranger. Because your Titan rarely, it does hit on Jad, but it rarely hits. It's more useful to get him on the Ranger while you storm around the building. So you can do this for wave 20 as well. It's a little bit harder and you've got to be a bit quick, but yeah, the same principle applies. Right, spam through this thing, the cutscene you can spam through now. Wave 11 is all Rangers, so go northeast. Or Mages even, sorry. Re-overload if you need to. You should always stay overloaded, by the way. Unless you're using crystals. Which you should be, but only when I say so. Get everything on different things. You see here I've got the Dreadnought on the northern one, my Titan on the southwestern one. I was on the south one and then I went on to the directly east one. So finish off all the Mages. Right, this one, loot the Constitution Crystal and go southwest. And there are 2 Mages, 2 Rangers in this round. One spawns southwest, one spawns northwest. So, you see here, I basically go and kill the Mage, summon my Titan and get him to kill the Ranger, while I kill the Mages. Works pretty well. Now what you can do, which I don't think I did right away, was use the Range Crystal, because from here on out to wave 15 is solid Mages. So your Restoration Crystal, your Range Crystal will just miss them. Make sure you use Dreadnoughts as well, because even though you absolutely rate, Dreadnoughts still hit bloody hard. They hit 400s pretty often. So just get everything on different things, like my Titan's attacking this. I should rate anyway. But my Dreadnought is killing that one. So finish up everything. Pray pot as you need to. I've used that first Restoration Crystal. You shouldn't need to pray a huge amount. Loot the Invulnerability Crystal. You should be using your summon pods as well. So pretty much spam your summon. Otherwise, Steel Titan's actually shit unless you're just backing with it. It's not a very good summon at all. It only gives defense bonus and its hits don't actually hit very often. So you need to be using the specs a lot, like pretty much constantly. That's why you bring so many spec pods. And that's why I like the Spirit Cave, which I didn't say earlier. Spirit Cave Rapes. So finish off all the Mages. Now I believe we're on wave 16. If so, go northwest and kill the. If you still got your Range Crystal, 15, pray range, and just get your Titan on it. Your Titan will do most of the damage. So just kill the Ranger, pray Mage, and hit the Zegs. There's only 2 of them, so just finish them off quickly. The most important thing is that you don't take any damage from the Ranger, because if you stand southeast, like in some people's guides, most notably Castle Wars, he does used to stand east and kill the Major before the range gets to you. In that situation, you just take too much damage, I find. So just repeat the next couple. See my Crystal War up here. I'm still ranging because I can't be bothered switching. And I only took 200 damage, so it's not too bad. Make sure you looted the Restoration Crystal in that round before. It might still be around. You really got to be on the ball paying attention to crystals, because if you miss them, you're in big trouble. Not so much Restoration or Invulnerability crystals, but if you miss a Mage Crystal, then you're fucked. Also, you shouldn't loot any more Range Crystals. Don't loot them, because I misclicked one once on the last wave, because my defense was so appalling. and I wasn't hitting with mage, I died. So yeah, you want to be careful. Again, repeat for the next wave. Pray, range, 17. I believe this one has Amelia east as well, so I'm not sure if I did in this wave or not, but run east and get a Dreadnought on the Amelia. And then, while you're ranging all the other stuff, I think I do it about here, yeah I do. So you see the Amelia here. I just got a Dreadnought on it, and I believe I got an attack on it as well. Yeah I did. Just to kill it, because I don't want to have to switch into mage gear and then back into range gear. It just saves time switching. So I'm going to kill the last mage. There's a crystal, mage crystal. I'm going west again. Same thing, it's pretty simple. Now this one there's actually two ranges that spawn. The other one spawns southeast. So kill this first one. Now if you've got a Zarite bow, I think you're out of range of that ranger there, he can't hit you, but if you've got a Celtic crossbow, I think you're actually in range. Basically what I did was got rid of one range. That's a good point, I forgot to mention that, I was just reminded of. During these rounds, you should be using Constitution crystals, because they heal you up to pretty much full, well they heal up to full when you wear out. So yeah, use them instead of restoration crystals, you can time them. Yeah, when I killed that ranger there, I basically hit it with the Titan whilst I killed the mages, because your Titan pretty much two-specs them. So, yeah, it's much easier to get your Titan on than to do it yourself. Okay, what wave are we on now? We're on wave 19. This is all mages with one dill, so basically just get all your range gear on and kill the dill with your Titan and Dreadnoughts. It's really, really easy. And just kill all the other mages. Try and lure them around the center rock, because they actually do a little bit of damage over time. Like when you've got a lot of them on you, they hit through. So you see here I only got 3 attacking me. So I suppose this is because I've got a Zarite bow, so I'm out of range of most of them. Which is good. It's another reason I like the Zarite bow. But most of you will be using the Celtic crossbow, I imagine. Which is just as good, it's just, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Here I was a little bit shit, like I didn't get Dreadnoughts out. You've got to keep your Dreadnoughts out. It's the difference between sort of 45-minute rounds and 43-minute rounds, 42-minute rounds. Which is, quite a big difference. When you're going for a speed kiln or a record time, like I most of the time now, I'm not so much concerned about money. Okay, wave 20 is another Jad. As I said, don't loot that mid-range crystal. As I said, what I like to do is set Storm of Armadillo, get a Dreadnought on the Jad, and then what I did is invulnerability crystal, and then I just hit the major myself with my Titan while my Dreadnought's on Jad. You've got to be careful. Here I got fisted because I was doing it a little bit slowly, but whatever, I just got that one. Didn't die then. After your invulnerability crystal wears out, use a mage crystal. Spam through the cutscene. And you're ready to start the melee rounds. These rounds are really, really easy. What you can do is take off your helm for more mage bonus. You really don't want to be missing because you do hit everything. Get your Titan onto things and try and get it to jump around the different ones so it does one spec on each one. That way it takes off like a quarter of their health, and then you one hit the rest of them with mage, because you hit pretty much constant 500 plus with mage. If your Titan specs one of them, then if you hit it once, you're likely going to kill it. So yeah, I didn't really use Dreadnoughts because I find that they're completely pointless because they just get stuck because there's so many mediums. They're better in the next couple of rounds, but I find they just get stuck so much. It's really annoying. You will want to be using Augur as well. There's no point overloading these rounds, by the way, because you're mage crystal. So just also I'm in Virtus, which is nice. Get a nice heal from Excalibur. Virtus is actually cheaper to use than Ganna. So if you can afford Virtus and you're willing to put in the investment, I recommend getting it. It also means that you're a little bit safer. So this is the end of this recording. I'll pause it here. On wave 22, I think. So watch the next video where it starts to get a little bit more complicated.